Let's see, I'm starting another company. I just started it like 5 minutes ago, or maybe 4 days ago, but I'm still trying to think of a name. Let's see. Let's call it Fairweather Running Services, LLC. Yeah. So I am now officially, as of 10 seconds ago, an online running coach. So here's some advice. If you can run a mile, either run it faster or run further, right? There you go. No, seriously. I did start back, I don't want to call it running, maybe jogging. And so I ordered some socks. I've always had trouble. My arches, I don't even know what you call it in running terms. I think it's a medium arch. It's not necessarily a high arch, but if I don't have support in my arch, man, it just feels like it's cracking open. And a number of years ago when I was running, I found some socks that had like compression through the arch. And so I ordered some more. I still got a pair or two somewhere, but I ordered some more from Amazon. And well, these didn't come from the United States, obviously. I don't even know where PRC is. I'm gonna say China. So anyway, I'm not the most gifted when it comes to geography. But what I wanted to show y'all is this, man. This is cool, and I guess it's for shipping purposes. Look at that, man. Them things harder than a pancake, like a pancake that's set out. So anyway, I ordered these, and I was gonna get them out, and I'm gonna see what they look like when we open them up. I just thought the packaging was cool, and I hadn't done a video in a while, so I said, shoot, why not? Let me see if I can set this down where let me throw y'all all over the place. How about that? All right, here we go. I was trying to cut my socks, man. Woo! Look at there. And see, because I'm challenged, they help me out with this, right? Got an L. I don't know if y'all can see that, an L and an R. That way I know what foot to put them on. It actually does matter. And the reason it matters is because, again, it has compression across the arch. So right here on this left, for example, right here, it's kind of got some bands that go across there. It looks like they go all the way around, but they are thicker right here. So it's going to give good arch support right there. It's pulling. So there you go. 9 or 10 days or whatever it comes out to be. So I did at least run a little bit. And the last time I ran, up until last Saturday, was on November the 10th, 2018. So last Saturday, which was December the 13th, I think, I laced up my running shoes and I headed out the door, and I thought, how bad can it be? Well, let me just say, it was bad. It was bad. I only ran 2 miles that day, and I felt like I had just run a marathon, right? It was tough. It was tough. It really was. I'm gonna see if I can pull up here, if I can find. I always have trouble finding stuff on my iPhone for some reason. Let's see, what's that under? Activities? Fitness. There we go, fitness. All right, let's see here. We're going to look at fitness, and we're going to look at sessions. All right, here we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right, so this was on, let me set this down here, so hopefully y'all can see it. This was on Saturday, December the 13th. I ran I just set a goal in there to 5K. By the time I got to the end of that driveway, I knew that wasn't happening. So I ran 2.01 miles, and I did it in 22:55, which means I had a pace of 11:21 a mile. Average heart rate 172 beats. Just all kind of interesting stuff you can get off of this thing. Now, here's the thing about this 11:21. Now, I was never a fast runner. In my high school days and coming out of high school, I could run 2 miles in about the same time I'm running 1 mile now. I know I've run a little under 11:30 for 2 miles before, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 5:15 for a mile. So again, that wasn't super fast, but to give a little context, I went to high school with a guy that went sub 10 for 2 miles. Booking. And the high school record now is 8 minutes and something for 2 miles. So imagine if I were on a track, how many times this guy would have let me doing my 2 mile run. So anyway, it's just one of those things. I've always had a love for running, but this time I just don't know how it's going to work out. We're going to have to see how the knees hold up. Here's the other problem. From my prime days of running in the early 2000s, I'm probably about 40 pounds over that. A good 40 pounds. And from my 2016, 17, 18, those days of running, I'm probably 30 pounds past that. So I'm carrying around a lot of extra luggage is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? And I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Hopefully not all, but some of you can relate to that. So anytime you're doing that, it just puts more, well, those joints that already hurt, it makes it worse. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Maybe it'll inspire somebody. Maybe somebody on my YouTube channel, you've been watching this channel and you've been thinking about, because the first of the year's coming up, and you said, man, I need to start back running. I need to start back going to the gym. I need to start back playing tennis or basketball or whatever it is you used to do to stay in shape. Well, maybe this will be some motivation for you. And if it is, reach out to me. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Because if you're wanting to start something, you know, I'd like to be there for you. Maybe I could help hold you accountable. Maybe you could help hold me accountable. So now I don't need somebody just to hold me accountable to sitting on the couch eating potato chips all the time, right? You need to be out doing something, right? People doing nothing can criticize everybody. That's not a problem, right? But you know, if you didn't go do your workout today, or you didn't go do your session today, or you didn't go do your run today, it's harder for you to be critical of somebody else. So I've started this because I got a goal in mind. I'm not going to share that goal yet because it is it's radical. It's radical. I've had this idea I've thought about for years, and so you'll just have to stay tuned for that. I'll share it eventually. Either way, I'll share it, whether I decide to do it or not to do it. But really, if I commit to it on here, then I'm gonna feel obligated, and I just don't know at this point. It's probably gonna take me a month or so to figure out if I think my body could handle what I'm thinking about doing. So anyway, there's that. So hey, all right, hope the dogs in there barking don't drive y'all crazy. I just decided to put a clip in here from my run, so show y'all what happened. So I just did 2 miles, and that's basically what I've been running. It's my 3rd time going out, and always run like 1 1/10 of a mile out. That way, by the time I get back to the mile marker, I've been 1.2 miles, and that helps me stop 2.2 miles from the house on the road down there and walk down the lane. So it gives me an opportunity to cool down a little bit, because I'm notorious for not warming up and not cooling down. So this is what the run looks like today. 21:42, 2 miles, 10:50 pace, average heartbeat 176. Now, right here, that normally says effort. It's been saying a 8. This time it says 9, all out. So I guess you could go up to a 10, but I feel like I went all out for sure. There's my mile splits, 10:57, 10:39. And you can see the heart rate max right there, I guess was 191 at the very height of it. Well, we can do this. I know I'm going all over the place. So, spent way too much time in zone 5. Really, for just getting back started, what I'm doing, I should all be down in zone 2, which I had 30 seconds in zone 2. And that was when I first started. I had a minute in zone 1, zone 2, 8 seconds in zone 3, zone 4, 37 seconds. So I'm really pushing too hard. But yeah, the max was 191. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that. So the new socks that I bought, they seem to feel fine. They're not as good as the, I think I got a couple of pair of Nike ones, and then I got a couple of pair from another like running company. But these were $8 a pair on Amazon. And those other socks, I mean, I might have paid $15, $20 a pair, which don't matter. If you're gonna get out and do this, one of the things you need is the right equipment. You need good shoes, good socks, good shirts, shorts. I mean, you want stuff that moisture, that the moisture can wick through. Now, 2 miles is really nothing. I mean, it's hard for me, but back in my running days, you know, once a week I would do an 8 or a 10 mile. And with those, you have to be a little bit more careful, you know, having hydration with you, having the right kind of clothes, because when the way you sweat down here in South Georgia, your clothes will rub so much. Now, this is gonna sound bad, but I've made my nipples raw before from the shirt rubbing on them, just from the sweating and it sticking. So a lot of times guys will put Vaseline, or they make a thing that looks like a stick of deodorant that you rub, and you rub any place where you might chafe at, and it helps out. So anyway, just a quick update there. I'm making some progress, but I think I'm gonna wait at least another week before I run that hard again. That was probably almost a minute faster than what I did last Saturday, and I feel like I just need to get some miles in and just get my legs back moving and turning. And I feel like if I just do that even easy miles, I feel like in a couple of weeks, you know, I would be fine. One of my issues is I'm 4 weeks and 4 days from leaving for Africa. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what it's like over there, like if I'd had the opportunity to run any or anything. You know, like some of the places we're gonna be, I know you don't want to get away from the group. So I guess if one of them lions get after me, I'll get a good run in. Somebody asked me if I was practicing for running from the lions. I said, I hope not. So anyway, I just wanted to drop this in there. Just a quick video. Hey, appreciate you watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him.